It's car con carne. Let's eat in the car. It's car con carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
This right here is Car con Carne. Car con Carne is a Q101 podcast. I'm James Van Alstyne, and Car con Carne is sponsored by Easy Automation. Are you looking to transform your home, your office, your business into a smart, seamlessly connected space? Easy Automation is a local business headquartered right over in Aurora, Illinois, delivering custom automation solutions tailored to your lifestyle. Whether you're upgrading your home entertainment, streamlining your office tech, or enhancing the atmosphere in your restaurant or sports bar, they have you covered. Their expert team designs and installs personalized systems from smart lighting and climate control to audio-video distribution and robust Wi-Fi networks, all managed through an intuitive app on your favorite device. Easy Automation makes technology work for you at last, effortlessly, reliable, and always with your satisfaction guaranteed. Visit easy-automation.net or call my guy Dan at 630-730-3728 and take control of your environment today. Car con Carne. Also sponsored by 90 Days in the 90s. What's that? You say Car con Carne sponsored by a book? It's true. 90 Days in the 90s right here, written by my pal Andy Fry. Sitting in the front seat, it is Danny Doom of Danimal Farm, formerly Milk at Midnight. You actually, I was about to talk about this book and why people should read it. You're a fan. You've actually read this.
I've read the book. I know Andy. I read the book, and I've had conversations about him, about they're going to make a movie about it, and I'm like, you should get Lizzie Kaplan as the lead. But that's a whole other thing.
I'm glad you're casting it for him. Casting.
Well, he was like Aubrey Plaza, and I'm like, that's pretty good, too.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I don't know. Did you read it?
Of course.
Yeah.
This is my copy of the book.
Of course.
Do you see how worn this is, Danny Doom?
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
yeah, it's got notes.
It's got... That's it?
No, it doesn't.
It's got some dog-eared pages for sure. 90 Days in the 90s is a rock and roll time travel story, the ultimate novel about the 90s and the Chicago music scene. Join record store owner Darby as she goes back to the 90s right here in Chicago, maybe perhaps even here on Fullerton Street, just west of Central Park, as she jumps on the gray line to time travel back to her carefree 20s, soaking up all the pop culture and rock and roll nostalgia you could ever imagine. To learn more, go to 90daysinthe90s.com or pick it up on Amazon.com or wherever you buy books. Also follow 90 Days in the 90s on Instagram so you can check out tons of Chicago scene and alternative music related content. Finally, Car con Carne, sponsored by Tag Publicity, a music and event publicity company that is freshly distinctive. Tag Publicity is a full-service entertainment PR, talent development, branding, digital marketing, social media management, project management, distribution, content creation, booking, and PR company headed by Evan J. Thomas. Reach out to Evan J. Thomas for any of your PR needs. If you're a creative, if you're a musician, he's your guy, Evan J. Thomas PR at gmail.com. Follow Tag Publicity on Facebook, Instagram, and the TikTok. So I am parked in front of the Burlington in the Logan area. This is my go-to if I'm interviewing guests who are from Logan Square, because I swear to God, this is the only place in the entire neighborhood of Logan Square where I can find parking. I forget it if we're doing something on Milwaukee Avenue. I'm never going to find parking.
And with the whole thing going on, you don't want to go near.
Oh, in Milwaukee, the second you cross diversity, it's game over, for sure.
Yeah.
To my right, if you're watching this, even if you're listening, also true, that is Danny Doom of Danimal Farm. And behind him, it is the drummer from the live band, that is Clay Cole. And we're going to be joined in progress from Stephanie.
She's on her way.
From the live band. She'll just jump in progress.
I was notified she's on her way.
So what is Danimal Farm, I hear you asking? Well, you're not asking, but Danimal Farm.
There she is.
Want me to scoot over?
Get back.
How's that for timing?
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Car con Carne. We joined the show in progress. Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
Great.
Great to see you. Okay, so just make sure you pull that microphone in front of your mouth.
You got it.
Don't pull on that arm too hard, otherwise it will snap in half. But nice to see you. We're just about to introduce the concept of Danimal Farm. Danimal Farm is a solo project created by singer-guitarist Danny Doom. That's him, formerly of Milk at Midnight. The album Perseverance Hotel is a comfortable, sometimes dark, collection of shimmering indie rock and indie pop songs that have stuck with me since I first heard it at the beginning of 2025. This band, Danimal Farm, performing at Montrose Saloon on June 21st. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you.
So, Danny, I'm going to focus mostly on you. And no disrespect to you, Clay. No disrespect to you, Stephanie. But this is a solo thing. This just poured out of your head.
That's true.
Before we get into that, I've been doing this podcast really for far too long, but I try, when possible, to do this in conjunction with the restaurant. We meet in a restaurant, we eat food in the car. Sometimes it's just not possible. So in situations like that, I bring a bag of snacks.
I'm here for the snacks.
You're here for the snacks? Okay, told you. And the snacks are in the handsome Car Con Carne tote bag, available on carconcarne.threadless.com, as well as other fine merch, which you'll find in here, Danimal Farm. You'll find popcorn, you'll find miniature chocolate bars. I think there's some beef jerky in there, some sour cream Pringles. It's not really dinner, but it's food nonetheless.
I just had dinner, but I'll pass that back and let you look at it.
A little jerky?
Scrounge.
Now, there's probably a lot of sodium in there. I don't want you to get too bloated,
Nice.
Danny, too.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until we're in the clear.
See, that's why I wear black a lot, just because I do eat bloating type food. So what happened with Milk at Midnight? Had that just run its course?
Yeah, it did. We were, I don't know, I guess it was like 2018, 17? I don't know when we stopped. Yeah, we just kind of got to a point where it's like, nothing's really going on. So we just stopped.
I think it's an important thing to be able to realize when something like that has...
Obviously, we're still friends. Rick is in this band. He's not in the car, but...
Rick Nitz.
But Rick Nitz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Eric, I haven't seen him, but we're still friends.
It's an important thing to say, okay, we've said all we need to say.
Yep.
Let's move on. Stay in touch.
Yep.
LOL. Have a good summer.
Yep.
Okay, so you decided to take on a new project all by yourself. And I'm always curious when I see artists do this. It seems like, well, you could do things the easy way or the hard way. You took the hard way.
I don't know. It seemed easy to me because I was like, I wasn't really planning on doing it, and I just started. Well, what happened is we had to move out of our house because we were doing this renovation, so we were moved into this house in Bucktown, and it had this rooftop, and we were in a tiny space, and so I had to go up on this rooftop to escape.
Well.
And and we had one guitar there, and I just decided I was going to go up there and strum a guitar, and started writing some songs. And then I was like, oh, maybe I'll just, throw some drum tracks on there, blah, blah, blah. And then eventually it was kind of like, snowball rolling down the hill. And
it's easier not to have people to answer to or to volley back and forth with.
I mean, look, I really enjoyed being a band in Milk at Midnight. I thought we were great. I thought, that was awesome. But I've realized, there's a control issue that I have, and I really enjoyed it. Like, I really liked having, I know what I want. I know exactly what I want it to sound like, and, I have no regrets about how it's, perfect for me. I'm happy with it.
Stephanie, as a music partner and as a partner, this control thing that Danny speaks of, is this an ongoing concern?
It's nothing new. I feel like, though, you have to get it to a point as an artist to just be ready to take on the whole thing, and just, I feel like he's so happy with this because it's exactly what he wanted.
So, Danny, you wrote these songs, you put these songs together. In a band, you do have people to give you feedback and inputs. Did you have anyone giving you input? Did you know when your songs were done?
Well, I mean, I was playing them for Stephanie and my daughters, if they would listen. One of them gave input; the other one didn't seem to really care. But I mean, I was playing these songs, and at one point, my 14-year-old daughter was singing the songs back to me, and the lyrics were, "Want to go home and slam a beer." And I was like, okay. That's working.
Some good lessons there.
Yeah.
The album name, Perseverance Hotel, this is a story I'm sure you've told plenty of times, but this is a picture you took, random site in Australia?
In 2005, my college roommate got married. He's from Australia. So we decided, me and a couple friends, we went out there and went to his wedding, and we're in Melbourne. And it's an amazing city, beautiful city.
I've always wanted to go. I mean,
Yeah.
That's like one of those once-in-a-lifetime trips,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I mean, it's very Chicago-like. But we're walking down the street, and I just look up, and I'm like, the picture I think kind of says it all.
Yeah.
And I just, and then I framed it. I had it in a little frame at home, and it's been sitting there for a long time. And I'm like, if I ever do a solo record, that should be the name of it. I don't know. And it just took a long time to come around and do it.
It was there all along.
Yep.
This was supposed to be an album of love songs, says Danny Doom.
Right.
What happened along the way?
Well,
Was the love lost?
I mean, I do think it's a relatively positive record.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh,
there
someone's
are
having
some,
popcorn. That makes me
am.
happy. Good,
Sorry.
good. No, it's not a sorry thing. I'm just glad that someone's
I don't
enjoying
want
the
to be
snacks.
too loud.
I bring the snacks to be consumed, so this is good.
chomps. There's some dips and stuff, but I think it's pretty positive. There's just,
So it is a love song.
well,
or it
there
isn't?
was specifically a love song that I had. So I wrote a bunch of songs. So when the snowball started rolling down the hill, I eventually had like 15, maybe or more songs, and I had to bring it down to 10. One of the songs that didn't make it was like the most, outright, like it actually said "I love you" in the song, which is not something I've ever done. And Stephanie, I played it at Montrose Saloon once, and Stephanie's like, "What is that song? Who is that about?"
I'm sure.
And I'm like, of course it's you.
Oh, it was our anniversary when you played it.
True, right?
That's right.
It was all planned. So maybe that one will be on the next one.
Oh, it's not on it. That's right.
Yeah, it didn't make it.
So you do have like 5+ songs
Yeah.
banked.
Yes.
So this is, Danimal Farm is full speed ahead. This is where you live now.
Yeah, and of course, I loved doing that. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, I would love to be able to be like, we're practicing and we start coming up with songs like we used to in Milk at Midnight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for it. I'm not like, like this, we're going to do these songs. I demoed them and here's how they're going to go. But there may be that too, but I'm just saying, I'm open to.
Now, Clay, I don't want to ignore you. I feel bad that you're sitting.
No, it's okay.
Well, no, it's not okay, Clay. What hooked you into this band? Like, what made you think, oh yeah, I'd love to play drums for you guys?
Oh, I just know Danny. I know Milk at Midnight. Always a big fan, but I also heard just one of the songs, and then I saw Danny out one night. Said, "Hey, if you need a drummer," but yeah, I'm just well aware of Danny's songwriting and always been a big fan myself.
I've got to ask. I don't often, Danny, ask questions about band names, but Danimal Farm. Is it because you're a dystopia fan, or is it because you're a wordplay fan, or both?
Well, I mean, we do live in Orwellian times.
We do.
Although I have to say, when I wrote this album, those songs, it was in a much happier time. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, should I stop being Danny Doom? And then I was like, well, nope, I have to keep it. Things are not.
Yeah, Danny Daylight isn't going to work for a long time. Yeah, Danny Doom it is.
Doom is here.
Uh-huh.
Doom is here to stay.
I really enjoy this album, Perseverance Hotel. All I want is what kicks the album off. This is the rocker. This is the one that, this is a statement. Tell me about that song.
That was one of the last songs, maybe the second to last song. I don't know. I was like strumming this riff, and I'm like, oh, I've written like a Nirvana song. How am I going to make this not sound like that? And then, I don't know. I just started singing something that I've long tried to express, which is that we need ladies to rule the world instead of men, because the men are not doing a very good job. And it had nothing to do with the election or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It just happens to be. It was what came out.
Thinking on the darker side of things, maybe to me sounds like a moment of intense despair.
Yeah, that was like that was the love gone wrong. That was when the album became not an album of love songs.
There it is. The post-breakup.
Yeah.
Things aren't so good.
Yeah, the roses are on the floor, the note on the stairs. I was like, okay, this is bad. Not good.
You've been doing videos for these songs, which I've said it a million times. I think this is such a great time for independent artists to do video stuff. We all have camera crews in our pockets with phones. Like,
Right.
it's so easy to get footage together. The video for Out of Place, the animal outfits. You need to explain this.
So basically, I was like, okay, this is a 2-minute song. I gotta. How am I gonna just make this look as ridiculous as possible?
He loves
in
costumes.
the shortest amount of
Really?
time. And
Are you a Halloween guy?
Well,
They're all-
we have 2 daughters, and we've had a lot of Halloweens, and there's a whole.
We have a costume box
of
that's just his.
So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna bring them all up, and I'm just gonna do, I'll be a chicken, I'll be a frog, I'll be a bear, whatever. And,
Yeah, we've gotten rid of the costumes, but he won't let us get them out of the house.
Okay.
Right?
I'm a hoarder.
I think most guys are. I'm at the point now, Danny, where I'm sneaking records in when I'm the only one home. Like they're in my trunk, and I'll just bring them in under the cover of darkness.
Right.
We're all hoarders in our own way.
Yeah, and she's a purger.
I am.
She likes to purge.
I understand. So that video, I had to ask because it was like this weird like Linkin Park Zoo scenario going on. There's a video coming soon for The Void.
There is. Friday is the world premiere. Like, remember when it used to be at MTV and be like, all right, world
So
premiere.
Friday, June-
Everyone sit by the TV at
Friday,
7
June
p.m.
6th.
Yes.
All right, which is the day that this will debut. So today, as of today,
Video for The Void, directed by T.G. Gemraz. This is a guy that I met during the pandemic, and I'd never met him in person until like months ago. But we've had a relationship online, whatever, did some stuff. And he's like, let's make a video. So I gave it to him. So I, relinquished control and said, do what you want. And he had me, walking around in a cowboy hat.
perfect. I'm starting a war to fill the void,
We'll see how that goes.
to push back against all the boring days.
Yeah. So that I think that maybe seems like it could have been written about pandemic times, but it really was written before, and I kind of found it.
Is this just ennui in general?
Yeah. It's kind of like, let's do some stupid shit to fight back against boredom.
That's what this podcast is.
Perfect.
I've got,
We are in the void.
yeah,
This is the void.
I'm doing a radio show with a bag of candy with strangers in my car. I am pushing really hard against the void right now.
Treat yourself to candy-covered cake.
But we are no longer strangers.
We are not.
We are not. We are now friends. Okay. So I mentioned June 21st, Montrose Saloon.
Right.
Your songs, these singular visions you had, are now expanded to a full band. Is it weird letting go of those songs?
No,
letting them
it's
interpret.
great. No, I love it. And the songs are they're going to be a little different. I think they're going to be because it was that sound was very it's hard to recreate. It's going to be I think it's going to be awesome. There's just we're still working out the kinks and trying to figure out like little weird keyboard type of sounds because we don't technically have a keyboard player, but we have a keyboard and people might be playing it. If that makes any sense.
I mean, we can all chip in and trade off.
So we're trying to, and also Rick is a theremin.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never seen a theremin close up.
It's going to happen.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, it's great.
All the
Yeah. Yeah.
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Why is Rick not here?
So Rick is currently vacationing on the Gulf of Mexico.
That explains a great deal.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would take that choice every day if it was sitting on Fullerton Avenue or the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so June 21st at Montrose Saloon. You mentioned the handful of songs that are kind of left on the table from when you put Perseverance Hotel together. What happens when you decide to do an album again? Do those move forward, or do you just start over with the band configuration?
Well, I mean, I'd like to see what they sound like with the band. So I mean, the more we practice, I'm like, let's add this song into the mix. Let's try this song, and and then we'll just see where it goes.
But you have kind of written stuff already too, right?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Maybe you weren't here when you were talking about it.
Sorry.
But I've got like
How dare you.
a few didn't make the cut
Right.
on the album, so
Yeah.
they're kind of like done, kind of, but they maybe could use a little. I don't know.
Totally unrelated. I love this area of Fullerton. because you've got the Burlington here, and it's like next to a yoga studio. So like, it's an endless stream of people with yoga mats and yoga clothes, and dudes who look like musicians carrying like little crate amps.
Yeah.
Those are the only kind of people walking by this car right now.
By the way, just so you, before we were talking about the show at Montrose, June 21st,
Yes.
Saturday. This is an afternoon matinee show.
An afternoon matinee.
Yeah, and it's
It's like you read my mind.
it's
It's perfect.
so
time.
it's going to be a beautiful June Saturday, and it's going to start at 2:00.
2:00.
And we are going to play first at 2:00.
And there's going to be food.
And there's going to be
Fish
food.
fry, I think.
So, all right.
And you can park over
We-
there.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And they have that.
Oh,
So
okay,
we
just,
are-
okay,
we
there's
are
a dude carrying a
playing with-
guitar.
Totally.
Just as I said that, there's a
He
dude
has
walking
Elliott
by with a
Smith's
guitar.
shirt on.
Yeah, he's got an Elliott Smith shirt. Nice.
A 2:00 matinee.
And we are playing with the Honey Whites, which is the Morphine tribute band that Clay also plays drums in. So he's doing double duty. And then we are playing with, from the 90s, back for one show only, Big Angry Fish.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a name I haven't heard for a hot minute.
And so this is called a Big Angry Fish Fry. And there will be, I'm told that there will be an actual fish fry.
So, in answer to my earlier question about dystopian versus wordplay, I think you're leaning more on the wordplay side of things.
Yeah.
The Big Angry Fish Fry.
Yeah.
Danimal Farm.
Although I didn't come up with that, but that's good.
Yeah, you're clearly a fan of it, though.
Yeah.
All right. Love the album. Love what you're doing. I mean,
Thank you.
You tapped into something great here. Thanks for jumping in my car on a school night.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, guys. I'm sorry you didn't talk much.
Oh, no, that's
Oh,
great.
that's okay.
Good.
Very nice to be here.
We take
And I
a-
just want to say, Quadrophenia is one of my favorite albums of all time.
Mine as well.
And I've never stopped listening to it, even if they've played 515
Okay.
or Love Rain Over Me on the radio too much.
Never fails. The second I wrap it up, we go into something brand new. So what Danny's referring to, I posted something on Facebook the day we're recording this about how, Facebook and Instagram, about how radio back in the day would ruin music for me. And I'm partly to blame. I worked on the radio for 30 fucking years. But I recognize the fact that radio would burn songs out, play them over and over, burn artists out. I got to a point by the time I was a teenager where I couldn't even hear The Who anymore. Like, I couldn't even fathom the idea of voluntarily listening to Who's Next or Tommy or Who Are You, anything. And certainly not Face Dances. And I haven't paid attention for years. And I work from home, and when I do, I throw records on in the background, and just on a whim, I threw the soundtrack to Quadrophenia on from the late 70s. And it had been a very long time since I heard that album and those songs. I'm like, oh my God, Dr. Jimmy is so good. And The Punk Meets the Godfather. All this stuff is great. I'm like, okay, I'm into it. These are great songs.
Yeah.
And so one day later, I'm at a record store in the suburbs looking for the OG Quadrophenia, like the original album versions, and there it was for $10, the double record. I'm like, I gotta have that and take that
So
home.
wait, when you listen to it, did you listen to like the soundtrack that's like different from the actual album?
It's different from the actual...
Where it has like the,
like the John...
they kicked me out, they kicked me out.
Yeah, the John Entwistle bass line, like especially on the Real Me, is boosted. And there's a side of other people's songs from the movie. But I mean, the main songs are there. Love Ran Over Me, and
Yeah.
515, Real Me.
Yeah.
But I was reminded in Bellboy, and then I thought, well, for the exact reason of there are other people's songs on the album, I thought I need to get the original album and listen to that. And that's what I did. And
So
my
great.
God, it's such a great album. And
Yeah.
I still understand my decision not to listen to them for years because so many of those songs are just fried beyond salvation. I can't listen to Bob O'Reilly. I can't listen to Won't Get Fooled Again.
Right.
I can't listen to Who Are You?
Yeah, no, I understand.
But the Quadrophenia, I think you guys agree, that is their finest moment.
But you have to listen to it from start to finish.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can't stop.
Because it's musically threaded from start to finish.
Yeah.
There's there are sonic red threads that go from the beginning to the end.
Right.
It's really an outstanding album. So
It's one of the best.
that's what Danny's referring to, is my rekindling my love of The Who, or like of The Who, or intense like of The Who.
I mean, we could go into a whole other thing. I probably should stop because you want to stop. But Milk at Midnight, like, we're very influenced by The Who and have recorded a rock opera that has unfortunately never seen the light of day.
Really?
But that's a whole other podcast. like behind the music.
What?
You're gonna have to invite him back.
What?
Yeah, so we're good.
I mentioned in this post that, as much as I've re-embraced Quadrophenia, you'll never see me stumping for It's Hard. Not a great album,
Right.
although I do love the song Eminence
It's
Front,
a great song.
which apparently is a polarizing song. Steve
Really?
Gerlach went online and said, "Now that's yacht rock to me."
I saw that. I know Steve. And that is blasphemy.
It's a great. I mean, what a mood-setting, cool,
Yeah.
atmospheric song.
Yeah, and he would probably be great playing it.
Yes, he would.
I mean,
yes,
seriously.
he would.
I mean, unbelievable.
All right, Danimal Farm. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And
Thanks for having
we'll see you
us.
at Montrose Saloon.
Yay!